I first came in 1997 and landed in Washington, D.C. And it was just an amazing first couple of days or a week.
Right after coming out of the airport, one thing that really struck me was how fast the cars were moving.
I remember going down the road and just staring at this beautiful autumn type of temperature. It was cold and it was beautiful, but I remember also feeling very anxious, nervous, not knowing where I was going, how life was going to be in America.
There was a lot of snow in Wisconsin. I came from the tropics. You can imagine.
I was starting a new beginning.
Happiness, but at the same time sadness, because I knew that I left everybody back there in my country.
Sometimes I found myself between two worlds.
We arrived in May 1997, and 7 months later, my father, who was a cab driver, was robbed and shot in place. And my mother, who never spoke another English or even worked outside the house, now was put in a question to raise 3 young children all by herself. I being 12, my younger brother being 9, and then 6 years old.
I came to the United States as a young adult. I didn't speak the language, I didn't drive a car, I didn't have connections, I didn't have a cultural map to use to solve problems and navigate dilemmas. So I felt very overwhelmed and lonely, isolated.
What should I do? How do I start? What to do? Like where to go? Even where to go to buy milk? Language barrier, transportation barrier.
I felt very much like being a child and learning how to speak, learning how to eat. None of the aromas, tastes were familiar to me.
I think I'm still trying to, I guess, find a way to call it home, just because it's been hard trying to, I guess, fit in. Just trying to adjust to life here has been just difficult, to the point where every time I feel like I'm very close, then I realize maybe not, you know.
It was very strange for me. How do you connect? How do people connect? Sitting in a classroom, when the class ended, everybody just leaves the class without really chatting with fellow students around or what have you. And it was kind of a very lonely experience, a very surreal experience that you're among so many people, yet you're not connected to those people.
Because of my mother, I spoke Spanish and of course had gone to French schools. And I remember thinking to myself as an 11-year-old that if I didn't speak English, they would have to send me back. And the only thing that it managed to accomplish was that my parents were called in saying that your daughter has learning disabilities.
Amani is peace in Swahili. It means hope and aspirations in Arabic.
Amani is a place of connection, is a place where if I'm going to relate it to my experience as a newcomer to the United States, it's about having that missing connection between the immigrants, refugees, or whoever just moved to the United States, and offering them all the services that will allow them to be who they should be, who they will be, and what their potential is.
I don't know where Fort Wayne refugee and immigrant population would be without Amani, because they truly are present and truly care about that population.
They are very good. They are willing to help.
I feel like if we had Amani at that time, life would have been a little bit less stressful.
The more involved I get with Amani, the more I get to go to the events, the more I get to see, you know, people in the community and see the resources that are there.
We give them not only hope, we find the strength, we empower them.
We play the role of advocate. We amplify the voices of our clients.
Every immigrant that comes to the U.S. predominantly, are here for, a better opportunity.
The dream is not just American dream, it's the universal dream.
I want for my daughters to have for them all that I never can have.
करता पुरख निरपौ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अर्जुनी सैपं गुर प्रसाद